gauge your personality a little bit
Oh,
more.
I don't have much personality. I don't know. We'll try. It's okay.
What is your favorite ice cream flavor?
My favorite ice cream flavor? There's just so many good ones. I don't know. Strawberry is good, but really it depends on the day, you know? I guess strawberry. I don't know. Not really a chocolate fan.
How can I repent and truly turn away from repeating the same sin?
Okay. This is another really good question. This program is really just full of really good questions. And this is something that I think a lot of people want to do, because a lot of times you have this conversion experience, right? And you want to change. You want to start living a new life. God gives you the grace to see this whole new spiritual life. And then you go for it, but you find yourself falling into the same sins again and again. But sometimes the thing is that people want the end, but they don't want the means. Okay, if you really want to leave your sins behind, you have to do what's necessary to leave them behind. For example, if you say, well, I want to stop drinking, because maybe you have the habit of going out every weekend and drinking, and you would go out with your friends. Okay, if this group of friends is always pressuring you to drink and to do those kinds of things, what you have to do is leave behind that group of friends. Leave behind the nightclubs. Leave behind anything that you know is getting you into that environment where you're going to sin. Taking away the occasions of sin. Because if we're serious about following Christ, we're not going to go near anything that takes him away from us. It's like, look, here in Ireland, we use stoves a lot. Like, we're always like around the stove, it's freezing here all the time, right? Well, if you stick your hand in the stove when it's lit, what's the normal reaction of a normal person? You go, because it's hot. You don't want to touch it because you know it's going to do damage to you. That's our reaction to sin. Any kind of sin. If we know that this is bad for my soul, if this is something that offends God, my reaction should be, it shouldn't be, oh, well, maybe just a little bit, doesn't matter. No. We have to leave behind sin completely and do what it takes to leave that behind, whether that be cutting off with friendships that you know are doing harm for you, and even doing penance. If you are in bad habits, if you're addicted to certain things, even doing penance can help you. Don't be afraid of the word penance, like it's something from the Dark Ages. It's something that we still need today, but of course, with permission of your spiritual director. You can go back to question 2 to learn about spiritual direction. And later we'll have another program maybe about, there's more to talk about in this, you know? So it's really important, if you really want to leave your sins, to actually put the means forward to get to there. And a lot of times, you know it. You know what you have to do, and it's just that you don't want to. But that's the thing. Christ loves you. He wants to bring you close to him. He wants you to be holy. But you're free to choose him or not. You're free to choose the world. You're free to choose Christ. So it's up to you. It's up to you.
What's your favorite memory?
My favorite memory? Oh, that's a good question. My favorite memory. Oh, this is like a really deep question to be answering so quick. Favorite memory? It'd have to be, there's a couple of things. One of them was when I made my first confession after about 12 years of not going to confession. Because for me, right afterwards, the priest gave me Holy Communion, and it was the first time I'd received Holy Communion in a long time, so it was like a big kind of turning point in my life. It was like starting off on a new page. And also probably perpetual vows, which I took last year. Because it's like sealing yourself for Christ forever. Yeah.
What do you have in the States that we need in Ireland?
What do we have in the States we need in Ireland? The sun is there. That'd be nice. That's not as important, but it is nice to have once in a while. The States. One thing that's very good about Americans, you know, everyone has their good points and their bad points, but Americans are very driven. Like when they see something, they go for it. We could use some of that here, you know, a little bit more. Get up and do something instead of just saying everything's fine. It's not everything's not fine. We're in a spiritual body here. Gotta get up.
Sister, how do you keep your habits so white?
We actually don't. The trick is to not look too closely. But there's also washing machines. You know, they exist. We use them. You know, people think we don't.
That was amazing. Just natural.
Thank you.